'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about.
New year and new episodes. Welcome to 2020. Hey gang, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. In honor of the new year, we're regenerating the show with Doctor Who. See, I told you we'd get to it. If you're new, welcome aboard. Each week we offer you 30 trivia questions on a particular topic. They're broken up into 3 rounds, each harder than the last. If you want rules or any other info on the show, check out dorkygeekynerdy.com. Okay, the TARDIS is warmed up. Let's do this. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Who were the Doctor's first 2 human companions? Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright. Number 2. Which villain was conceived exclusively as an adversary to the Third Doctor, only to reach multiple incarnations after the untimely death of the actor? The Master. Number 3. Which iconic villains first appeared in the second serial? The Daleks. Number 4. Which cybernetic villains first told the Doctor, "Resistance is useless, you will be upgraded," in 1966? Cybermen. Number 5. Which numbers are assigned to the Doctors played by unrelated actors with the same last name? Four, Tom Baker, and 6, Colin Baker. Number 6. Which classic Doctor had the least amount of screen time? The 8th Doctor, Paul McGann. Number 7. Who was the first actor to play the Doctor? William Hartnell. Number 8. Which classic companion got her own spin-off in the new era of Doctor Who? Sarah Jane Smith. Number 9. Which story was never broadcast but has received multiple different DVD releases? Shatta. Number 10. Which Doctor had the greatest average number of simultaneous companions? The 5th Doctor, who often brought 3 people along in the TARDIS. The Geeky Round. Number 1. What was the last name most often used by Susan, the 1st Doctor's companion? Foreman. Number 2. Which 2 actors guest starred in roles before being cast as the Doctor later on? Colin Baker played Commander Maxwell in The Ark of Infinity opposite Peter Davidson's Doctor, and Peter Capaldi played Cecilius in The Fires of Pompeii opposite David Tennant's Doctor. Number 3. What combination of Doctor and companion were in the first televised serial of the classic era? Doctor Number 7, Sylvester McCoy, and Dorothy Ace McShane, played by Sophie Aldred. Number 4. Which companion was an American character played by a British actress? Perry Brown. Number 5. Which potato-headed villains first faced off against the 3rd Doctor and Sarah Jane Smith? Sontarans. Number 6. Who was the title character in the first Doctor Who spin-off? K9, although K9 and Company also featured Sarah Jane Smith, who hadn't appeared with K9 at all on the original series. Number 7. Which was the first story presented in color? Spearhead from Space. Number 8. Which actor played the Doctor for the greatest total screen time? Tom Baker at 71 hours and 37 minutes. William Hartnell is second at 55 hours and 15 minutes. Number 9. Who was the 2nd Doctor's longest-running companion? Jamie McCrimmon. Number 10. Which color episode exists primarily in black and white due to an error in record keeping? Invasion of the Dinosaurs, Part 1. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Which villain from the War Games returns in The Deadly Assassin? Gotha Pardu Skirial Drapol Act, or Goth for short. Number 2. Which recurring Time Lord villain is the same age as the Doctor? The Ronnie. Number 3. What 3-word term was to be banned from appearing on the series according to BBC executives at the time of launch? Bug-eyed monsters. Number 4. Which classic Doctor Who story takes place farther into the future than any other? Dragonfire. Number 5. Which Big Finish audio drama told the origin story of the Cybermen? Spare Parts. Number 6. Who was the original showrunner for Doctor Who? Verity Lambert. Number 7. Which story was the last to be filmed during the original run of the series? Ghostlight. It was only after the news of cancellation came down that Survival was moved to the end of the schedule and a voiceover added to serve as a finale. Number 8. Which Doctor complained about being accused of causing the Great Chicago Fire before a later incarnation was shown to have accidentally caused it? The 4th Doctor. Number 9. Which prop was the breaking point in Peter Davidson's decision to leave the show? The Mirka. Number 10. Which series or season of the show is the least complete? Series 3, which started with Galaxy 4 and ended with The War Machines. And we're back on terra firma, at least I think so. Thanks for joining us in 2020. We didn't miss an episode in 2019, and I'd like to keep that going in 2020. What helps us is checking out our books of the week. This week we're featuring A Brief History of the Time Lords. This book tells the story of all this ancient, legendary civilization, of notable historic figures, of Gallifrey itself, of the Time War, and much more. The shining world of the Seven Systems, often to be found in the constellation of Castor Boros, birthplace of one of the oldest civilizations in the universe, the Time Lords. You can pick up this or any other book of the week at dorkygeekynerdy.com/book. Maybe get it for yourself if Santa didn't get you anything geeky this Christmas. Next week we'll be back for more fun and games. Here's your clue. What 2000 novel starts out not from the main character's point of view, but from that of a soon-to-be-killed caretaker? That'll be our 50th episode, so be sure to come back and listen. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Happy New Year, and thanks for listening.